Good evening. I'm here today to show you guys how to build a basic website using HTML. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. HTML. Now, when HTML first came out, it was top of the line. However, though, over the years, programmers have developed new languages such as XHTML, XML, and now they have a version of HTML which is called HTML5. It allows other programming languages such as Java, JavaScript, CSS, Python, and many more to be adapted to build your website. However, though, we can forget about all that. I'm just here basically to show you how to build a basic website. What you'll see on the screen here is a few things I'd like to discuss. I just built a basic website over the past, 5 minutes. And you need to open up Notepad. I have Notepad++ because it allows you to see the lines and allows you to do other things. But this is what it looks like. Okay, so here we go. You have to open the file, which is you do the less than exclamation point. You type doc type, then you put in HTML, and then you close it with the greater than sign. Next, you have to open the file, which is open HTML, close, and at the very bottom of your page, you have to do the same thing. You have to close it out. However, though, this right here, you can see there's a backslash. And in Notepad++, it allows you to see where your common words are. For instance, HTML, HTML. Next, you have to open a body, which is, the body is everything that you see here, from the title to the words to the photo to everything. The body is basically the foundation of a website. Okay, so let's go back to the coding. You can do is your title, which is right here, which you'll see when you open the browser. And if you click back, okay, I chose to use basic website. You open title, type in whatever you want. Let's say, for this instance, let's call it week 7. Week 7. Okay, and then you close out the title. If you make any changes, you come up here and you hit save. Then you go back to your website and you refresh by using this symbol, or you can use F5. And you see how this changes from basic website to week 7. Okay, the body style you're going to use for the background image is light gray. You can also change that. You can change it to whatever color you want. For instance, tan. And then you come up here and you click save again, and you go back to your website and you refresh the page and it changes to tan. You can change it to whatever color you want. For instance, I want to stick with light gray because I believe it will help us to further view it. So we come back and we change it back. Okay, right here where it says my first paragraph, you're going to let's start with my heading, my first heading. H1 stands for header number 1. It's the biggest type there is. You can later on, once you learn HTML, you'll be able to change that. But for instance, for now, let's start with H1. You open it, you type whatever you want to in here. For instance, we're going to change ours to basic website. Excuse me. Basic website. And we're going to save it again. Come back to our page, refresh, and when we refresh, watch right here, it will change to basic website. Same thing with the H1 here. However, though, you can do a style called text align, colon, and you can center it. And then it says centered heading. If you come back here, you see it. If you click over back to your page, to your HTML file, you can change it to left and then save again and it'll come back, refresh, and it moves to the left. You can do the same thing and move it to the right. However, though, for this purpose, we're going to keep it in the center. Save. Click out of it, save. Now, as I mentioned earlier, my first paragraph is designated by the P here, the P symbols. P stands for paragraph. You open it, you put it in there, and then you close it the same way. You type whatever you want to in here. You can type, basically it's just a description. And you put, this is the description area of my page. Okay, then you click out of it, you save it, you come back, and it'll change it right in here. Doop. And you go, the center head goes back. You can also change the color. H2 is a smaller version of the text font, but you can change the color of it. If you look right here, it says style red, style color red, style color blue, and then whenever you open it right here, and whenever you close it, whatever's in between there will appear red. You can change the IM to, let's just say red, and the blue to say blue. Then we'll save. We'll go back and we'll look at it. We'll change it. It'll be right here. It will change to red and blue. Or if you want to play tricks, you can, for instance, change this to blue. Come back, change this to red. Now the words will appear in different order, but the color, you save it, the color is going to stay the same. Right over here, this is going to say blue, that's going to say red. It's a little funny joke. Moving on, break gives you some space in between each one of these right here. HR will give you, it's a horizontal line. href is basically a link. You can link to any web page. Like this here is linked to w3schools.com, which is a pretty fairly good website to use. You can use it for validation and anything else you can use. It gives tips, it has good ideas, anything that you want to learn. In this it says, this is a link, so we're going to change that to where it says www. We're going to put it right here. We're going to put www.w3schools.com. Okay, and then we're going to save it, and we're going to click back out, and it's going to change to W3. Now, the last thing that I wanted to put in here was an image. IMG SRC stands for image source. You have to put the photo wherever the same file is that you have the whole basic website.html stored. We're going to use nature9.jpg, which I put it on there. I already know what it is. I've already taken care of that. And that's what provides this right here. You can also change that by, we see where it says width and height here. If you want to make it wider, you just come in here and you type a number, 600. And let's say you want to make it higher, so you say 400. Save, and then you refresh, and the image changes. That's how people place images on basic websites. I used the center function here. I opened it. I opened center. I put the image in there, and then I closed center. If you look here, it's a different style, but it's a different way. There's two different ways to center images. You can left center and right center them, however they may be. And then I close the body out, and I close the HTML out, which basically closes the file out, and it brings us back to our website. Basic website design, fairly easy. The more languages you understand, the better it is going to be for you. But for basic tinker around at home, I think this is a good explanation of what everyone should start with. That way, so they should be able to tinker around and make their own pages and see how they feel about it. You can Google anything, different colors, different images, and you can put it on your website, and you can save it on your computer, and it could be just for you to use at home. I think that'll be good for now. Hopefully you'll come back and we'll check out the next time. Thank you and have a good day. Bye-bye.